Thanks again for tuning to Zen's workshop. Hope you're all having a wonderful day. So, today we're going to be talking about the Society for Soulless Girls. This was a book I kind of had a lot of issues with. It's supposed to be a dark and funny feminist retelling of Jekyll and Hyde. There was not a moment in this book that was funny. I don't know where I was supposed to laugh. It was very serious. It was very dark. It was very mysterious, but it lacked a whole lot of the humor that's supposedly supposed to be in this. I really wanted to like it, especially because I do like dark retellings. I love Gothic lit, and I love the Gothic classics, you know. Jekyll and Hyde, I mean, I've read Dracula like 3 times. Like, that's any surprise to anyone. Dorian Gray, I've read twice. Frankenstein, I've read multiple times as well. I love Gothic lit. I took a course on it in college twice. Because it is one of my favorite genres. So I immediately went into this book thinking, oh yeah, dark academia, feminist, Jekyll and Hyde. I'm going to love this book. Right? LGBTQ romance as well between the 2 girls, Lottie and Alice. First of all, I couldn't really feel that romance between the 2 characters. It's supposed to be like enemies to lovers. I get they don't really like each other. They're kind of polar opposites. Except I don't think there was a lot of characterization in time devoted to Lottie as a character. She goes to this college because she wants to investigate the mysterious murders that had shut down a college a couple of years ago because she happened to know one of the girls that was murdered. And she does not believe it was a suicide at all. So she's at this school because she wants to investigate that, right? There's really, I feel like her story is kind of just put on the side half of the time, and we're really just following Alice. You know, Alice has a lot of anger issues. She really wants to be viewed as socially acceptable. So she finds a spell book for splitting the soul. So she thinks, oh yeah, this will make me more likable. This will make me nicer. This will, you know, pretty much put away all my darker tendencies. And it works for a time. Every month, you definitely see the symbolism there. Every month, she has to redo the spell, because if she doesn't, she gets taken over by that darker half and it becomes murderous. Literally, she does commit a murder. I liked the symbolism. I think it's a great way to discuss a lot. I hate that comment, are you on your period? It's just like, what is, like, if I'm upset about something, it's because I'm upset. I do appreciate the author's intent with the novel in criticizing women rage, right? I do appreciate what the author is trying to do here by making this monthly, and you see that symbolism very vividly in the novel. Like, oh, every month she has to do this spell, or else she gets overwhelmed with all of this bad energy. Definitely get it. 100%. And I'm here for it. I just think the execution was very poorly done. Again, I couldn't connect to the characters, and there is a scene, this is a spoiler for all of you people. When Alice gets those murderous feelings again, she kills a cat with her bare hands. It is very brutal. And I was not a fan of it. I mean, I have cats. But I also have a dog, you know. I love animals. So anytime I read such vivid cruelty on animals, or even if I see it in movies, like, I'm not a fan of it at all. I think you can get your point across. I mean, you already did get your point across when another girl was murdered. I don't need to see the utter brutality of it by seeing her murder a cat. I think that kind of just crossed the line, and that was the part that's where the story really, really lost to me, because I was just like, okay, I really just kind of want to be done with this book at this point. For me, that crossed the line because it was very cold, it was very cruel, it was very vivid. I didn't like it at all. And I really, like I said, the author could have gotten their point across without that scene. In fact, the author already got their point across before that scene even took place. So it was unnecessarily cruel, in my opinion, and I wasn't a fan of it. And maybe it could have worked a little bit better if I could have connected to the characters more, but they were just so dry. You know, I didn't feel that romance between them. I wasn't able to really connect to them. They felt very dry. It was more focused on building up the story rather than building up the characters. The characters were just players here in the story, and that kind of always annoys me when it comes to writing. Devote some time to your characters. Give them a little bit more of a personality. Give them some more depth, you know? And I think that that's what was really lacking here. Because maybe if I could have connected to the characters, maybe that scene wouldn't have hit me so hard. You know what I mean? It was just... Unfortunately, this was a very poor retelling of Jekyll and Hyde. I think it missed the mark. I think it just overstepped a couple times. I do like the social commentary aspect of the story. Again, I do have to applaud her for that. I think it is worth discussing. But other than that, I was not a fan, unfortunately. So it gets 2 out of 5 stars from me. And really the 2 is just because I appreciate the author's intent, and I respect the author's intent, and I do applaud the author's intent with the novel. But as far as the execution, I think it really just fell flat. So 2 out of 5 stars. If you want to go ahead and purchase the book, I will include links in the description below on where to purchase it. And maybe you'll like it. It just wasn't for me, unfortunately. And I really so wanted to love it. So, once again, links in the description below. And on that note, please don't forget to like this video, subscribe to my channel, and share it with all your book loving friends. And please, you can also become a supporter on Buy Me Coffee, Ko-fi, Patreon, by purchasing one of my handmade candles, or by following any of my social media platforms. I hope you all have a wonderful rest of your day, and as always, happy reading!